can take it out. I mean, it comes out from here. So what you can do is you can buy one and just add every time you want to add something.
Huh. That's really cool.
Alright, guys.
My goal is to get one person to buy one for me every month. Okay, what's up?
Okay, I'm just gonna try the audio. Do you guys, can you load up the game between Moonglade and Next Life? It'll take you a while though because you have to.
I might need the replay again.
Okay. I'll send it to you on MSN.
Cool.
Seems a little weird that I have your replay and then you don't.
Yeah, man, I just throw them away. I don't care.
Okay, the cameras look good. It's just this like hiss in the background might be. I might have to like scrub it out later with audio program. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now it's good. Now there's no more scratching. I'm gonna have the coffee switch. Oh yeah, coffee sweet, Moonglade, Kelly Milkies. I'm ready to go. You guys got it? Open up?
Just launching it now for me.
Oh right, I just gave you the.
Yeah, be 1 second.
You know, I think Kelly, if you look at Glade's, okay, now he's turned the screen on, but before he looked like some, spy protection agency video. He's all dark, you can't see his face. I'm speaking on pretense of anonymity. Yeah.
That's what I use it for.
And Kelly's acting cute on camera.
I can't even see. I'm still loading Starcraft. Damn it. Damn it.
We are broadcasting, by the way.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah. You know, we should totally put this in like the trailer of the show. You know, like how Jackie Chan would have all the mistakes and everything at the end.
Mm-hmm.
We should put this in.
Kelly acting cute.
Yeah.
Wow, my Starcraft's being crappy. Freaking laptop, man.
It's time to use some of your well-earned money and get yourself a real computer.
I spent all that money, man. I threw it all away. Now I'm just a poor... Wow, Kelly. Looking good.
Hello.
I can
Hey.
see.
Shut up, don't talk to me.
I can see you've
Hang
been
on.
entertained.
Let me just try restart.
All right. I love how I can use Justin TV to record, so I don't have to have fraps and hog all my hard drive space.
Yeah, it's actually really
The
cool.
thing is you can't pull it off, and when you upload it to YouTube, it's like 10 seconds.
Actually, I can pull it off, and I can get a 300 megabyte video in 10 minutes if you know the right program. I'll show you. I'll show you. We need to get you a fiber optics line, Kelly.
Yep, when I have the money.
You got Pandora bracelet.
How do you buy that?
You should put it on your wish list, like Twitter it. Need fiber optics line, thank you. Okay, thanks. You know, I feel like the proverbial fly on the wall because the both of you are like making cute faces at each other, and I can see everything, but you guys can't see me.
You're like a pervert stalker.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I'm like, oh my god, the hell? What the hell am I watching?
Oh, nice. Multiplayer.
Taking the baby now. What's happening? What are you doing?
Sorry, give me one sec.
Oops.
Fuck you.
You know what amazes me?
What?
That you put up with this every day and you don't complain. So I have to give you mad props for that.
Don't complain?
You're gonna cut that out, right?
No.
No, it's going in the credits.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
No, I'm just gonna act dumb and like, no, I don't know.
Increase my crazy psycho X. Yes? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Say no.
What the fuck, Joseph? I'm not kidding. I just tweeted this thing, so be ready for like maybe 10 people at least.
Tweet it, huh? You know, I've been tweeting for 3 days and I'm like addicted. This,
It actually is kind of addictive.
yeah, at least
Finding.
finding out what other people
People
think.
like you.
No, I'm not popular enough.
Are we starting? Come on.
Sorry, one
Be right
sec.
back, guys.
Wow, you just tweeted that we were streaming live, and then now you're gonna get like 1,001 people that are gonna listen to our bullshit as we fumble our way through this.
I can
Alright.
delete it.
I'm loading the replay now. Hopefully it works this time.
Glade, do you have like a light that you can shine in your face, like a small light, like kind of like that? Oh, that's the light from your monitor. Okay. Any
Yeah.
smaller light?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you really do look like a guy from a protection agency. You can't see anything.
Right.
I can see your background, and that's it.
Wow, okay. I have one solution that I can think of right now.
Doesn't have to be very bright. Just a little bit of light on your face would be great.
It's like, this might look weird, I don't know. Oops. What? Stopped.
Is there any way to turn the gamma on your monitor up just for this cast?
Yeah, I can do that. Wait, I got an idea. Set my TV on behind it.
Ah, brilliant. Okay.
That will surely give me the light I require. I remember this game against Next Life. It was a good game. Thought I lost for sure.
Actually, it was a lot closer than you know, like he kept attacking. And
Yeah, he really threw it away when he was too aggressive.
yeah, and then he just lost too many roaches. I think he could have still defended it. Like it's like when you finally pushed in his base, he kind of didn't retreated his roaches. Then eventually you had enough roaches to start one-shotting his army, and then
You have lost absolutely everything, and ensure it's just one color.
Awesome.
actually that's good. Yeah,
Looks better.
much better.
It's like I actually have color and not a vampire.
Yes, you're not Edward's Cullen anymore.
Almost. I wish it had color there. I'm probably gonna go buy like a webcam sometime soon.
This webcam I picked up from Logitech is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How much?
I think it was 160 Singaporean, which would be like 110 Aussie.
Hmm.
It's not bad,
Cool.
but it's the best webcam they have, and so far it's been really good.
Yeah, it actually does look really good when I can see it.
Hey,
Oh, Kelly,
Joseph?
you sound great.
Hey, Kelly.
please ban user.
Who is he?
I don't know, trolling.
Oh,
Okay, let's go. Come on.
oh, don't care the trolls. Besides, I'm too lazy to ban him.
Give me more in our band, don't worry. I got dual screen. I'm
I
inbox.
have dual screen too, but I have to manage like 1,001 windows. Okay, I'll give you mod. Things I'll do for you.
What's the URL for the stream?
Mothership Studios.
Is it in Justin TV?
Yeah, Justin.tv.mothership. Oh, Justin.tv/Mothership Studios with a S. Are we all tweeting it now? And Kelly's being distracting. Oh god. Never mind, I'm just off my stream because otherwise before it loops. How did I
Okay,
give
you
you?
need to off your screen.
Yeah, I just offed it. How did I give you mod?
Click on my nickname,
Alright, I
and
see
at the
it.
bottom right it says,
All right, you got it.
great.
All right. So, what's the plan?
Do you have it on Team Liquid?
Yeah. So it's on Team Liquid. It's just not featured. I registered and stuff.
But it's not ready yet. It's not online.
All right. I myself need a light in my face. Now I look like I'm Malay or Indian instead of Chinese.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, so this is the plan. We're going to. I'm gonna do the.
Calm down.
I'm gonna do the intro, then Kelly and I will open it up, and then I'll be like, let's bring Glade into the stream. Then we'll ask you, let's just go into the game, and then we'll on count of three we'll start. So all that part where we were just talking, it would be other stuff. Now, like I'll put other screens in front of it, or the intro or what. Okay, so ready, kinda. I'll edit it out later.
Ready.
Kelly?
Good to go. Thumbs up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of PK Starcraft. Here I am, joined by my co-host, Kelly Milkies. Why don't you say something, Kelly?
Hey guys! That's all I can say because I'm really excited to start this game.
Okay, so joining us is also a very famous Australian player. It's none other than the person we were supposed to get last week. It is none other than FXO Moonglade. Moonglade, why don't you say something?
Hello there.
Okay, and super awkward. Okay,
I'm really good at that.
let's do that again. Let me think.
Dude, you totally said the same thing twice, okay?
Yeah. So I'll introduce you, Kelly. Kelly, you introduce Moonglade, and then Glade, why don't you just introduce this game between you and Next Life? Then you count us off, and then we start our replays at the same time.
Man, that's a lot of work for me. You sure you want me to do that?
I trust you.
I can try. So what am I saying? Like, this is a game between me and Next Life.
Yeah.
Count it down. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Okay. So in three, let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, and welcome to another cast by HD Phoenix. This is going to be the PK Starcraft Weekly, and I'm joined by my beautiful co-host. It's right there in the video screen, Kelly Milkies. Kelly, why don't you say something?
Hey guys, I'm pretty excited to start this game, so let's go on to it.
Gotta introduce the guy
I'm supposed
above
to
me.
intros.
You're supposed to.
Oh,
Go for it. Go for it.
let's go again. Come
Okay.
on.
Take 3. Cut. 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, and welcome to another cast by HD Phoenix. This is the PK Starcraft Weekly Episode 2. I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, Kelly Milkies. Kelly, why don't you say something?
Hey guys, so this is Kelly, and this week we have with us Moonglade, whom we were supposed to have with us last week. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go into game, and then we're gonna ask him what he was thinking when during particular fights, or why he went that particular build. So are we gonna hop into game right now?
Sounds good. Hey guys.
Okay. So, you're supposed to introduce Glade and let him talk about the game.
No, this is fine. It's good.
I thought it was after the game.
No, that's cool.
Okay, fine, let's go again.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I like that. It was good.
Oh, okay, my bad then.
I didn't have to say anything, so I liked it.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, and welcome to another cast by HD Phoenix. This is the PK Starcraft Weekly Episode 2, and I'm joined by my beautiful co-host, Kelly Milky. So Kelly, why don't you say something?
Hey guys, this is Kelly. So this week we have with us Moonglade. He's gonna tell us a little bit about his game that we're gonna cast. So he's gonna take it away now.
Hey guys. How you going? This is a game between me and Next Life. It's on the Korean server. It was a really, really close ZVZ I had. So take it away, Phoenix.
Alright, let's count down our replays at the same time. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So we do have Next Life here on Blistering Sands. He's going to be spawning as the blue Zerg. And it's going to be our Zerg hero from Australia, Moonglade, here in the 7 o'clock position. And, man, like, Kelly, what do you think about this match? I mean, a lot of Zergs hate this match because of the destructible back rocks. It is very easy to get, Zerglings or roaches to break it down. And then you're always worried about, can you defend your front? Or do you have to watch my back door, in case Zerglings stream in? So, what do you think?
That's kind of really not a problem as long as you have Olots at the back, and you just have to make really good decisions. And this map, you'll see a lot of all-in roach fight. Like, literally, you see starting is Bailing Wall. After your Bailing Walls, they would normally just go for, like, mass roach for this map.
So, Glade, what do you think, man? What was going through your mind when you were playing this match? Because as Kelly was saying,
Next Life is like...
ZVZ...
Next Life is like trying to pick up...
No, I mean ZVZ is usually it's usually over very quickly. It's either some kind of mad Baneling micro war, or people transit into roaches, and then the one who went Baneling usually loses because he can't transit into roaches fast enough afterwards.
It's this game. I'm pretty sure I was thinking I would fast expand. This is an AK map. Oh, it's kind of risky, I guess. I think I was just feeling like, I'm just going to take a risk and fast expand. And I didn't really scout with drone early, so it was really kind of a big risk. But there are some weaknesses to it, like Zerglings going through the back door and stuff. But I was thinking I'd just get roach fast enough that I would be able to hold off any sort of aggression and stabilize and start macroing really well.
Yeah, because this little overlord here by Next Life is actually going to hop over and just catch the glimpse of that. And if I remember this replay, because if you look in Next Life's base, right, he's going Speedling opening. So as soon as he saw that hatchery, I think he just spammed a whole bunch of Zerglings out. Like Kelly, like when you were playing, I mean, I know in the games I was practicing against you, you always like the fast expand. Like, don't you think that's a little bit of a risk, because you really are not going to get Speedlings that early, and he would have Speedlings possibly.
I know, but the moment you have like your expansion up, if you know that the guy is gonna, if you know you have been scouted, so what you do is just pop down spine crawlers and make a queen in both your expansion and in your main, then you'll be pretty set for defending the first wave. And by the time he comes with another wave, you already have Zergling, so that will be fine.
And next live, he did a pretty standard sort of reaction to a fast expansion where he went speedling expansion. So he gets speedlings to be aggressive while he's expanding. It's a very good move, but there are some weaknesses to it. Say like if I went speedling from 2 hatch and just kept massing speedling, then I can really push him because he won't have enough larvae to keep up with Zerglings. So I'll just overrun him with Zerglings, but I didn't do that. I went for a fast roach stand because I felt like being defensive and like holding off his sort of speeding aggression, and like if he came through the back door, I'd try and be ready for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I see you made actually quite a few Zerglings. You made 10 of them, while Next Life also, I believe, he also made 10. He lost 3. Looking at the units lost, he lost 3. So you had 10 apiece. And looking at these speedlings just hacking away at these back rocks, actually, usually you would have an overlord there, right? Just to make sure that, to deny that?
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should always have an overlord there. I kind of realized during it, like, I was like, where is his Zerglings? Oh my god, my back door is completely unscattered. So I was like, yeah. I'm pretty sure I moved an overlord closer to it sooner or later. And I realized for sure.
Well, yeah, I can see you sent a Zergling out to the Zaunaga Watchtower because you were wondering what is exactly the Zerg doing, and then your queen is moving back to the main base because it's like, like you have enough roaches in the front, so you're waiting for the attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we do see at around, each of them have probably like 44 foot, so it's quite weird that the other Zergling actually decided to go like instant roach if he was going to commit so much to Zerglings without going for at least trying for banelings. But yeah, as you can see, Moonglade does see that there's feelings at the back door, so he can move some of like his roaches back to the base in case they do break in. But that might be a bit of a problem for him because then the other Zerg, which is Next Life, can split his army into 2, coming from the back and the front at the same time. So you do see a speeding to him right now. But he does see that there are roaches defending, and he knows that the gate is up. He spots that he does know that what is happening, so he decides to back off, which is kind of the correct thing to do. And he instantly puts down like one flying crawler. Back at his base, he has a couple of roaches. I would say also upgrading your roaches is going to be really important. So whoever gets like their +1 and pushes first would have a huge advantage.
+1 or +2, depending on the kind of compositions they have. Like if it's a lot of Zergling and roach, then +1 is like really useful for a push. But if it's mainly just mass roach versus mass roach, then like +2 is like is probably the most important upgrade. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me that if you get +1 for roaches, the roaches can 2-hit instead of 3-hit Zergling. But I think you were telling me that for roach on roach, you need +2 in order for it to make a difference. +1, it still takes the same number of hits, right?
Yeah, like +1, yeah, you will notice the difference nearly as much as +2. Like it will change the entire game +2. Like if you time a push from like a +2 attack, it can really affect the game for sure.
Especially if he doesn't have his own +2.
Exactly. Like if you want to get your +2, it's +2 again. So you can like cut tricks back and do guys doing way more damage.
So tell me your thoughts. I mean, as a Zerg player myself, I mean, I've been in this situation so many times that I see your overlords here, and just by their destructible rocks, you have an overlord just in front of their choke, and you also have an overlord taking a look at the gold destructible rocks. But besides that, because you can't move your overlords in without basically the queen sniping it, you're essentially blind. Looking on your cam, yeah, I mean, all you see is just the natural expansion. You haven't even gone into the main base. So what's going through your mind? Like, he could have gone for fast mutas, he could have gone for roaches, and I don't think he's even revealed that he's had roaches yet. Hmm. Now, no, go ahead, Kelly. He's waiting for 18 Zerglings. Yeah, here comes the 8ling. Sorry.
Exactly right. That's when you have to be really careful, especially in like a mirror match like this. It's just the reinforcements that win the game. So if you like get too aggressive, it's going to cost you in the end. You have to be really careful the way you engage and how long you commit to a fight.
Now I notice you're always staying on the creep and kind of like as much as possible keeping next life off the creep. And is there any particular reason why you're doing that? Like, you know, as soon as he basically steps on the creep, you engage him, forcing him back off.
It's pretty much just so I have speed, so I can run away if I need to, and so he can't chase me as easily. It's kind of the way it is. What I was trying to do for sure. And I was always reinforcing, so I tried not to completely commit to a fight where I'd lose my entire army because his army was generally bigger than mine.
Yes.
I'd try and fight for a little while and run back as my roaches were hatching, and I'd always try and keep in range with the spine crawler. And I was also focusing on getting my upgrades as fast as I could. So I think we were pretty on par for the most part.
Yep. All right. So now it's a critical question. Now I know both players are spending basically every single drop of gas into basically getting more and more roaches. Like we can see Moonglade is sitting on 1,000 minerals, 100 gas, and Next Life is not much better. He's also dry on gas. The question is I have to ask you is, in critical battles like this, you are spending your gas on upgrades like 1 attack, 2 attack, 1 armor, but would you consider getting like Burrow important in this kind of a matchup? Because you could technically save and regenerate quite a few units. Because as we're looking here in a lot in your army, right? I know most players are like, oh my god, I'm in full defensive mode, but actually Burrow is just 100 gas, right? So technically that's 4 roaches. Do you think it's worthwhile, or would you not take the risk because you might need those 4 roaches or die?
I think it can be a good idea for sure, but it's so easy for Zerg, in Zerg vs Zerg, to just get in its detector. Like, all it takes is finding an overload, pressing V, spending 100 gas, and then like they pretty much got detection for the rest of the game. So it's useful. It has its place for sure, but I didn't really think to get it at the moment. I was kind of low on gas the whole time, and I was kind of focusing on upgrades, but and I was kind of focusing on getting as many roaches as I possibly could. But it could have definitely had its place in that fight because he did not have any detectors. Absolutely.
Now,
but the thing is, if you actually does get detection, then you kind of like waste your upgrade. Not only that, you're going for an all-in roach fight, so nothing can take down the overseer of the other guy. So it's not such an important investment, I guess, in a Zerg vs Zerg match.
I suppose what I mean is like in between battles, like right now you're just chilling, but you have about 5 or 6 of these injured roaches. If you had Burrow, you could have essentially regenerated them to full. Not so much in actual battles. Then a single overseer would not help. And actually, you are pushing out here as soon as you had 2 attack. Looking on Next Life, he's also 2 attack, no armor. His armor is about 3/4 done. So if you know, I suppose this is the. For once in this battle, you're on the offense. It actually looks pretty even, and he even has some hydras. So, comments on this battle?
I at this point, I realized how much I've invested in pushing my base and constantly like getting pushed back, and I was kind of and he added in hydras, which is kind of a bad idea. Like, hydras are good, but only when you have like a lot of riches to back them up. Then they can really do a lot of DPS. But in that sort of fight, it was not enough riches, and I kind of just punished him for overcommitting to a fight in my base. And my reinforcements eventually won me the fight, and definitely won me the game.
Now, another interesting thing I noticed, because you made a very interesting decision over here, that you got a third hatch in base, while Next Life decided to go for a second Evo chamber so he could get the armor upgrades along with the missile turret. Could you elaborate on like a hatchery? Like,
I pretty much got it because I had too many savings. I couldn't spend million minerals as I wanted. During that fight, I had like so many minerals. I had like over 1,000 minerals. While I was constantly pumping riches trying to save my life. So like at the end of it, I was like, alright, I got another hatchery now. I really need some of these monies. And yeah, and as I pushed, I decided to take a third base. It was pretty much over because of how much I committed to that fight. It was really like an all-in sort of push.
cool, cool. All right, let's load up another game. Actually, this is the game I was watching it, and because it's on the older patch, we're going to have to log back into Starcraft 2, and then oops. And it's actually against a player that I've not heard of, but is this player famous? I believe it is Storm. Am I being a real goofball? And no, it's actually not Storm. It's Star WMT. I'm sorry. Ah, right. That's true. That's true. Who was telling me the other day that Unstable was telling me that Day 9 also smurfs that account because it's a double-edged sword, because if he plays on his Day 9 character and he wins somebody, then they'll be like, oh, you won because you're a caster. And if they beat him, they're like, oh my god, I beat Day 9, yes. So it's like he can't get a serious game. So, you guys ready? Do you have to? Sorry, do you have to? Are they? Well, it's okay. If our voices lag, I can fix it with yeah, whatever. Do you guys have the replay loaded up? All right. So in 3, 2, 1, go. So Kelly, why don't you do the intro? Absolutely. So we do have the red Terran here as Star WMT, and as Moonglade was saying, he's not exactly in a pro gaming clan, but just because you're not in a pro clan, and if you're on Korea, I mean, you've got to be some really really sick APM to make it into the top 200. And this was I watched this replay. It was a sick replay, man. I love this game. And I mean, Glay, why don't you give us your thoughts on Zaunaga? So, because a lot of Zergs die really early to Terran pressure on this map.
or like Shakuras.
What? But this map is like so terrible against Protoss.
It's
You like die to face view.
Yeah, but it's more open than like Jungle Basin or Delta or Lost Temple. It's a very spacious map. It is hard, but every map is hard against Protoss at the moment. Protoss is just kind of ridiculous.
Look at this very very irritating SCV. So he basically he delayed his gas. Instead of making a second barracks, he got an engineering bay, and being typical Korean, he basically left like one drop before he completed it, so he could cancel it later on and get his money back.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually dropping a second one just to delay. And essentially, this is just to force him to make 6 Zerglings instead of 3 drones, right? Because otherwise, a drone would take forever to hack away at it. It's just forcing your.
Yeah, it definitely. I think I ended up getting 4 or 6 Zerglings, but I would have got 4 regardless. And yeah, it takes a long time to deal with those engineering bays for sure.
It's like
the common reaction to it is to get like 14 gas, 14 pool sort of thing, and just drone up hard and get 2 queens out and start making a lot of drones while you finally get that expansion up. And then, yeah, you can take it into a macro game. But it's okay because I get a fast speed instead, so I have like map control and I can deal against like Reapers or Marine Harass or even put up a good fight against, say, Hellions. So it's not too bad. It's not like the worst start ever.
Now Reapers. Now on Korea, I know the meta game is a lot different from Southeast Asia and North America. Do you still see Reapers in Korea?
I see them sometimes, but it's usually just 1 or 2 for, say, like map control. Especially on this map, it's just kind of like so they keep the Xel'Naga towers because they can kill like unlimited Zerglings when they just keep jumping up and down from the cliffs next to them.
Right.
But besides that, I don't usually see them. I saw one guy go like Speed Reapers like to harass my 3rd base once upon a time. That was interesting, but it didn't really do much besides that.
Well, it looks like he's going for 1 Helion though. It's kind of weird that he would choose to go for that without upgrading anything instead of going for Siege Tank. So, what do you think of that?
It's hard to see. When I scouted him, it was hard to tell exactly what he was planning. It was either like Blue Flame Hellion or it was like Siege Tanks and Expansion. So I was a little bit confused at the start. I was like, alright, so he's got a tech lab and he's making something. So I kind of had to prepare for both. I was hoping it'd be Siege Tanks because that means I can just turtle extra hard and make as many drones as I want because he's not leaving his base for a long time. But it looks like it ends up being Blue Flame Hellions. And yeah, that's a pain in the butt to defend against on this map, especially because of the massive natural. You can just run around it and do circles and just harass like a king. And it's costly to defend against it because you need like multiple spine crawlers or roaches or a lot of speedling and good micro.
Right. Now, I've seen some players, right, they purposely drop Evo Chambers behind the mineral line, just to impede Hellion movement. Do you think that's actually worthwhile?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. It can be kind of like a double-edged sword later, though. Like, say, they do a drop, and they drop you behind, like, the buildings you've blocked off with, so it's like, it takes like 1 million Zerglings to kill them or something like that. It can be bad like that. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
But you can cancel it, right? You don't have to like build it all the way.
Yeah, you could do that. Like if you see them coming and then you throw down a few, for sure. That can be a really good idea. Oh man, this is really ugly.
Yeah, you've
lost like so much drones.
Ooh, and they're actually like focusing your banelings down.
Yeah. This is it was bad preparation by me. I think I must have been expecting like
Siege tank?
Yeah, siege tanks. So that's when I saw it, I'm just like my heart drops, I'm like, oh great. Blue Flame Hellions. Fuck my life.
Oh, that would be 9, 10, 11, and they get away. So
now he's going for bad speed.
Don't count.
Oh. He just lost a lot of drones.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but the interesting thing is, The interesting thing is because he macroed so hard, it actually only put the Terran back on even footing. They're actually even at 31 harvesters apiece.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't have any spine crawlers, to be honest. It's very disappointing on my behalf. Usually I'll...
Because you're
Because I'm what?
lazy and overconfident, which like loses game normally, and you do like spread creep onto the expansion and try to be annoying as he was. But however, he's going for Banshee, and I think it's just to scout though, because he didn't really invest in Perk, and he's only sending one up, and he's already swapping his star pot away. And now he's building like mass barracks, but I don't understand why he has to build it like all the way behind. Doesn't matter because he's gonna turtle anyway, based on the fact that he's gonna have siege tanks. So
yeah, that's a
how
little curious.
soon do you expect? Like, is it like the moment you see, he has his natural, you go for expansion? Like the moment you see the second expansion, you go for like a third expansion? Is that how you react?
Generally, if I like see like a command center like building in their base or something like that, I'll plan for the very near future to take a third base. It really depends on what kind of harass they're doing too. Say if they like open like banshees or something, then it's kind of difficult to take a third base for a while. And sometimes if they're doing like mass like reactor Hellion, it's also kind of difficult to take a third because it's really hard to have map control against that sort of thing.
How annoying is Vikings for you when you are like playing on maps like this? Like it's really hard to get control. How annoying is it for you?
It's very annoying. But luckily,
not Zerglings, sorry, Vikings. What am I saying?
How annoying is having Vikings on the map? Yeah. Super annoying, especially if your overlords are all over the place.
Okay.
Well, I think it's just like the threat of Speedlings keep a Terran in the base. The threat of Vikings keep all the overlords away from basically having map control. Ooh, actually, that second round of Hellions absolutely did nothing. And I don't think they even killed a single Zergling. Oh, that's why, because he is completely absorbed by your mutas harassing his main base. So that's why. So good timing there, but you're going to lose a few units here as you fly by, run past the gauntlet. But now this is a very important question to probably our viewers. You know, you're essentially mutaling, and you flew through his base. He flew through your base, so he sees you're going mutaling. He sees you're going. You see he's going marine tank. And what goes through your mind right now? Because, like, do you continue with mutaling, or do you transit into something else?
It pretty much the army stays the same for the most part for like later game. Both armies are effective against each other. It's purely down to positioning. Like you don't want to run into like a bunch of siege tanks and standard marines like waiting for your army because they'll completely decimate you. Like compared to like if you catch them off guard or if you run around behind them and like take their natural or something like that. There's like 1,000 ways to like fight an army, an M&M army like that, or marine and tank army. But basically, you just can't run into them. Zerg gets to find like the perfect opportunity to engage. Right. That's kind of how it is with this army.
You actually have enough mutas there to pick off the missile turret without losing anything there to the top. Now, I'm curious, you only just started... Flyer Weapon 2 actually now. So your Flyer Weapon 2, melee attack 1 and armor 1. So we have 14 minutes in the game. What is your viewpoint on upgrades? Is it something that you should get as early as possible, or is it something that you should get only in the mid game, which is essentially what we're in right now, the mid game?
I think actually as a Zerg player, your upgrades are important based on the race you're playing against. Am I right? Like how important? Like let's say like he has told me +1 against a Protoss player doesn't really make a difference unless you have +2. So it kind of depends on the race that you're playing against.
It depends on like the race and the army they're making. Like against tanks, it's a good idea to get +1 armor for Zerglings because if they don't upgrade their tanks, then Zerglings can take 2 shots from a tank, a siege tank. So if a siege tank has +1, then the Zerglings will die in 1 shot. But if they don't, then you can take 2 shots. And melee attack's always good because you want to do as much damage to marines and whatnot as you can. And for mutalisks, +2 attack is very important because you want to harass as well as you can. And if they go, say, Thors or something, then you're going to really want to have something to help pierce their armor and whatnot.
Okay.
And, yeah. So upgrades are fairly important against Terran. All of them, pretty much, for the most part. And, yeah.
Coming into the battle in the middle, I've seen so many players in your position and in the Terran's position where they have an overwhelming number of tanks. Like, we have 7 tanks in this mixture. It looks to be at least 30 Marines and a Thor and Medvacs. As you say, positioning is everything. So what goes through your mind? Like, right now he's moving towards your third. Should you counterattack, or should you try to stop this, or should you just give up your third?
I should have definitely counterattacked. The moment I saw them coming up the middle, I should have probably ran around the right side and just ran straight to his natural, because that is a really hard army to deal with. It's just full on. And he was definitely he was kind of already in position to, like, siege up and just push my third base. So I really had to just, I really had to make a decision to, like, counterattack or wait and try and fight his army at a different time. But, yeah. He tried to harass my fourth base while he was pushing my third. I managed to defeat that. Oops. And I didn't counterattack, which I should have. I kind of regret that.
Maybe I think you were going for the counterattack, but then because he hit your fourth, then you pulled your army back to deal with it.
This attack was kind of, like, crazy on my behalf, because he had sieged up tanks and a mega choke like that, but I was just like, man, it's not that many. So
Holy cow!
So I was just like charged in like her and tried to kill.
Yeah, you kind of did.
You just ran past like 7 tanks, man.
Yeah. And I just have, I have a lot of meter, and I had like a bunch more bases than him, so I was like, alright, I think I can trade my army for his army and kind of make enough to survive his second wave of attack.
Well, because his army is kind of like also really hard to rebuild. Like I said before, a mech army is really good. It's really hard to beat. But once you beat it, you take like really long to rebuild back that army because you need so much more buildings and it's so gas intensive.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the bad point of having like a mech army.
Well, you must be psychic or something, because as soon as you dealt with that, you're like, okay, he's probably going to pressure my fourth because it's already weak, and you were already waiting there.
Yeah, that was a...
That was a good call on your part.
Yeah, I think I saw I think I had a unit waiting there.
This just shows why he should go to GSL, because he actually has like ample experience to do anything.
Yeah, as casters, we're totally not biased, right?
Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I'm very used to the Korean Terrans and their style, so I guess I have some advantage there.
Now I know.
Playing on a lot on Korea.
Now I noticed one thing. Sorry, I just want to say something interesting. I noticed that the energy management of Star is actually really good because he's completely oversaturated. So he's actually saving his energy such that when he does take a third, he can just drop like a bazillion mules. You know, so he's not. I mean, there's no point to drop mules at his expansion. I just wanted to note that. But
definitely.
Go ahead.
Oh well, I was just gonna say, like, when he finally pushes out to take his third base, like those mules are gonna like save him or win him the game. It's kind of like I think what a lot of Terrans plan to do. They save mules in preparation for their third base, and when they take that third base in the middle of Zalnaga and like put a planetary up, they just become like so much more safer. They they really gain like half the map just from that.
One planetary.
And spamming mules down on that thing is just perfect.
So your goal in it is to prevent him from getting his third expansion on the high yield. Is that it?
Definitely. That is
like a general plan.
That is my fear, because it brings him completely back into the game, sort of thing.
Oh, so that's actually I just noticed that Overlord was what saw the push you just crushed. Just and now you actually use that Overlord to see this push as well. So you're now moving your forces to it. So now I want to know your thoughts. This is going to be the second time you run mass amounts of Banelings and Zerglings into a choke covered by siege tanks and Marines. Now, most Zerg players would be like, that's suicidal, but I mean, you seem to make it work. Like, how would you organize your army like to do that? Like,
well, generally, this point, I kind of let his tanks do a lot of the killing, because as long as your Zerglings are, like, next to the Marines as the tanks shoot them, then they're going to take a lot of damage. So my plan was to just, like, run Zerglings beside him as he runs back in micros while my mutas are shooting them. So he loses, like, most of his Marines before he can even really stop to shoot my mutalisks, because they're just being destroyed by Zerglings suiciding on them.
So it's kind of like a reverse Baneling, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like a faster Baneling, but the tanks are doing all the damage for me, sort of thing.
Never thought of it that way. Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, thank you for sitting with us in these 2 games and letting us know your pros or reports on what you did and why you did it. So, good luck for GSL.
Thank you very much.
I think, well, I mean, let's just to wrap up the show, let's just ask you just a few more questions, if it's okay with you, Glade.
Yeah, perfect, man.
So now, you've been playing on Korean server, North American server, Southeast Asia server. If you were to categorize each region, how would you categorize it? Like, for example, is Korea more aggressive or more macro-based? Similarly for NA, or are they, generally... like in terms of playstyle, because each region will develop its own playstyle.
I find Korea to be the most cheesy, that's for sure. They're cheesy, and they have a ridiculous amount of good players. To categorize them, they're kind of...
Is it like almost like what 80% of people you meet are actually good?
Yeah, like pretty much everyone I play at the moment is just so good. Like it's really, really hard to win games. Like 5 games in a row. It's like the hardest thing in the world to do on Korea at the moment. I don't think even Adra does.
Should get like, yeah.
It's sick, and I find NA to be more. They tech a lot more. They like, we'll say the Terrans for example. They won't be as marine aggressive as all the Koreans are. Like every Korean in the world does like 2 racks harassment sort of stuff. Like Terrans on NA would be more like Reactor Hellion or Banshee harass and stuff like that, from my experience. And C, I haven't played on C in a long time, so I can't really say anything about C. But
why don't you play on C anymore? Is it because of your ladder points?
Yeah, I can't find games on ladder, so I don't bother. I
and
would.
you don't even game.
Yeah,
Do you
Nirvana's
even
in
get
the same
points
spot.
when you win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get like 6 points to win, and like I just don't find games for like 20 minutes at a time, so I kind of gave up a long time ago. Kind of like after I got to like rank 1, like early after release, and then I was like, couldn't find games, so I bought a NA account as fast as I could and started playing there. And then
Do you consider buying a new account to go back to C and just like try to get number 1 in the rankings again to show like?
Is that why you bought Kashimashi?
I bought Kashimashi because I was really bored, because I couldn't find games on SEA, so I made a Terran account and started learning Terran. That's pretty much my reason behind it.
And you got pretty far with that, right?
Yeah, I got pretty high with that. But
85%.
if I wanted to start laddering a game again, I'd probably just like get on Moonglade and just lose a whole lot until I'm like 60% or something, and then so I can start finding games again. Because at the moment, all I get is like the rank 1 player or like the really highest player, and if I beat him, I'll get like 6 points, and I'll have to wait like another 20 minutes for another game like that. It's kind of like how it worked at the moment, so I gave up. But if there's like a reason to ladder again, like if like say like BlizzCon comes around and like top ranked players get invited, I'd probably definitely start laddering on C again.
Cool. And one last question before we go. For example, I notice in a lot of these tournaments that I keep seeing, it's usually a ZVZ final or a ZVT final or a TVT final. You don't see too many Protoss anymore. Maybe now with the new patch, they buff Phoenixes, they did some tweaks and everything, we'll see more Protoss. But in the last patch, what do you, balance-wise, did you feel Protoss needed a little bit of help, or was it just that better, or like the group of players that were really good just picked other races, because that's also possible.
I think there just haven't been really any super top players like until like MC came along, and Next Genius. He was really good at one point, but I think it was just more the players rather than the race, because I find Protoss to be the hardest race to play against for sure. I think every Zerg does. Like even Andrew said, he has like you can't beat a good Protoss sort of thing. But they're starting to pick up now. Like MC is kind of leading the charge, even though he kind of lost in GSL recently. Like he's definitely like the hope for Protoss, and I fight a lot of good Protoss online. So I think
it was kind of like Fruit Dealer also, like how everybody was saying like, oh my god, Zerg is so noob, Zerg is so bad, nobody wants to play Zerg.
That's true.
But Fruit Dealer was like another level, and the moment he won with Zerg, people are saying, oh my god, Zerg is so broken, blah blah blah. It's kind of the same. It's like there's like once you find like the player that represents the race. So like Fruit Dealer revolutionized Zerg, but he kind of is falling back behind now, because now everybody's gotten so good at it.
Yeah.
So and then when people are saying, I remember like I go to like a forum page and there'll be like 150 page of saying like how bad Protoss is and Protoss can never win, but MC did it. You know, he won like the best tournament, Starcraft 2 tournament in the world with the supposedly weakest race, which I have never ever thought Protoss is the weakest race.
Yeah, me neither.
We need a hero. It's just kind of like in the HDH Invitational when Noni went that crazy two Starport Phoenix build, and nobody ever saw it. And then after that, it suddenly became the de facto build. So yeah, we need heroes in each race to bring it up.
Yeah, definitely. That's what definitely Protoss need and have now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Kelly, any last questions? Or your questions
no.
not allowed on stream? All right, so okay, I'm gonna edit that out actually. Okay. Okay, so thanks, Andrew. So good luck. Good luck in GSL, and we'll hope to see the next video of you in the GOM house or wherever they put you up.
Yep. No worries, dude. Thanks a lot.
Okay. See you guys.
Yeah.